What is up, guys? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, I'm really excited to bring a new knife unboxing to you guys. I do apologize. I actually opened this thinking it was a completely different purchase, so I have already cut into it. When I opened it, I was like, oh no, this is totally not what I thought it was going to be. And that's because it's labeled from the individual, not the company that I purchased it from. So what I used for today's unboxing knife is actually the Vostede Bellamy. This again is the M390 micarta knife with bearings in the pivot that you can get right now for under $140. This is fantastic value. It has superb action. You have a fuller for deployment if you like to do the reverse flick. Has a regular flipper tab if you like to just deploy it that way. Excellent detent. It also has the well, I would call it the Mohawk. It's not really the flipper tab, but it really works so that you can, my finger slipped a little bit on the pocket clip, so that you can actually do the reach around, and you can do it with the rollover, which works a little bit better in my opinion. Really good jimping on that. But anyway, I wanted to at least share the knife that I used to get into this box originally when I pulled it out of the package. And just to say, this is an unboxing so you can share in the experience with me and get some initial first impressions. This is not a review. If you do want to see the full review, make sure that you're signed up, subscribe, and turn your notification alert bell to all so that you get alerts when all content drops. I usually handle them for about a week to 2 weeks depending on the knife, and I try to get that review back out really quick. So if you're in the process of considering the purchase, you can at least get my initial impressions, or if this is in the future, check for the full review of this, not the unboxing. Hopefully that helps you guys. And do me a favor, leave that like while you're down there. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. So let's go ahead and get this one out. This is a knife from Finch Knives. And this is actually a knife also that I have been kicking the tires on, or a knife maker that I've been kicking the tires on, because I was trying to decide which model I wanted to pick up to try them out. And they have quite a few out there, and there's one that I wanted to test out just to see, collect them all. That's like the Pokemon. Here we go. So I ended up deciding to go, because I was thinking Devil's Finger. I think they have the Roadrunner, which looked kind of interesting. I ended up going with the Lucky 13 with the 154 cm and the Kabola. They had a very interesting scale on this one, but that one was sold out, and this was my second favorite choice, so I wanted to check this out. The box is really tight in here, and I don't want to slam it too hard because I don't want to knock everything over, as I almost did right there. Let me see here. I don't want to mess up the box. Hang on one second. Ooh, it must be really lightweight. I am struggling to get in here. All right, I got it started. Whew, that was a workout right there. So in the box, oh my gosh, you get Lucky 13 sticker. Really cool. You get flipping the Finch. You have a warranty card here with nothing on the back. How kind of them. I have a full first aid kit right over there off screen, but thanks for the extra band-aid. Can't ever have too many of those. Let me move this off to the side and let's pull it out. I really like the packaging. Really great presentation. All right, let's see. A little bit of weight to this guy. After handling the Bellamy, which is extremely lightweight by comparison, this is a little bit heavier, but I think that's because of the full steel bolsters. So right out the gate, I love the fact that it has the dark stain to it, and it actually varies a little bit from one side to the next. You can see more of the grooves for the wood grain there on this side. This side looks a little bit more red. That's so funny. The little variation right there. Is it reversible? No. It is not reversible, and it does look like a milled titanium pocket clip. Let me grab, where's my magnet? I usually leave it up high. Let's see. Yeah, that is definitely, woo! That is definitely titanium on the pocket clip, but not on the bolsters. I do like this too because it does have the overlay here on the really thin. That was another thing that I really liked, is so you don't have to worry about where your fingers are. Let's give it a flick. Actually, I want to use that nail nick. Oh, that detent's really light. I was expecting it to be a little bit heavier because it is a flipper. Let's see. Oh, I'm stuck on the... Oh, it definitely needs to be broken in. Let's see. Okay, so it is a very light detent, which is fine because it is a smaller knife. It's going to take me a minute to get used to that. I think it's going to end up kind of being light switch push button where you push into it. Not too bad. It is a very light detent. Good centering right out of the box. I know it has this, and it's not going to probably work in here. Let's see if I can... Let's see if I can get it to show you the glow-in-the-dark emblem that is on the handle. I feel like I'm kind of like just fumbling, so you can see a little bit there. It does kind of glow in the dark. It's going to focus on my hands, but you get the sense of how that works. I thought that was kind of neat that they wanted to put that on there. I wanted to try out a swayback. I've never tried one. I didn't want to get a large one or have a large investment, and I thought this one would be, you know, companion carry, fifth carry pocket enough size of a knife to go ahead and try out a swayback. And I'm going to have to spend some time with it. I'm not going to really be able to give you off of the initial impressions, the ergos. I can just tell you it feels different. Like, I'm not going to be able to give you any type of coherent thought process around that. Access to the lot bar is a little bit tight. It does have this knockdown. I have big hands, so that's probably why. I'm noticing, like, as I disengage, you immediately have interaction with the thumb, the flipper tab. So I do notice that right away. So you kind of have to use two fingers to open and close it. And I assume that this is going to break in over time. I'm shaking the whole table as I try to shake that close. You can get it, and it probably, honestly, is going to break in. So I know it doesn't have the nail nick, and I kind of wish that it does. Oh, if you get it just right on the meat, without putting a lot of pressure on it, you can reverse flick it. That's kind of, ooh, I was a little low there. Let me move up some. Oh, where was it? Oh, I think I'm putting too much pressure. Yeah, I'm putting too much pressure. Man, it keeps slipping. I'm trying to hold it on the meat right here so I can get that flip. Oh, that time it hit my finger. Let me see. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about it, and I got it that first try. I think as it breaks in, it'll probably get easier. I think if it had that nail nick on the opposite side, it probably would be really easy to reverse flick. Where is that nail nick? Where is that nail nick? Oh, it's way up high. Maybe not. I'm trying to spidey flick it, and I can tell you it's going to go right into my index finger. I'm not sure how I did it that one time. I mean, dang. Let me do it looking off camera. Oh, okay, so you got to be, the fuller actually contours down. You gotta get it with the meat of the finger, and I probably need to break it in some. Well, anyway, initial impressions. I like the way that it looks. I like the cross grain satin finish in the bolsters. I think if they used any more premium material, that it probably cost too much. QSP is the manufacturer. I like a lot of the QSP knives that I have. It does come with this way, 154 cm. It does have the name of the blade and is very tastefully done right off to the side there. It has their branding on the inside here, which really doesn't bother me a whole lot. I will spend some time with this knife, let you know what I think about it, and also how I feel about my first swayback. Now, it is a little bit smaller. And I don't think you would be doing any heavy cutting with this. Probably mostly opening boxes, I would think. But this is a pretty comfortable position. It's going to take a little bit of, like I said earlier, it's going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to this and breaking it in. So if you enjoyed today's unboxing, again, do me a favor, leave that like for me. Consider subscribing. I promise you, you will get a whole lot more details and the full review of this particular knife when that comes. I'll let you know how it's performing, how it's broken in, how the 154cm is on this particular model from QSP. The 154cm on the other knives that I have for them are phenomenal, especially on my Gannett. I love that knife. I'll let you know what I think about the pocket clip, the thickness, and all of that in the full review. Again, this was just to experience the opening of this particular knife and see what it was all about right out the box and see what my initial impressions are. And you kind of get a sense of what I go through when I get a brand new knife, as I sit here and fail repeatedly talking to you. But this is kind of what I do. I try to figure out like what I can do with it, what I can't do with it, how I can use it. I love the fact that the nail nick is on there too, because if you're not really a flipper person and you just want to open it traditional, I think that's kind of neat. That access to the lock bar is not too bad. I just figured out if I come down and bring it on the lower part of it, I can get in there pretty good without it bumping right into the flipper tab. Anyway, initial impressions, the Finch Lucky 13. Thanks for tuning in. I hope all of you have a fantastic week, and until next time, peace.